Welcome, everyone, to today's exclusive discussion on a groundbreaking invention that has left engineers and scientists worldwide, especially in the United States, completely stunned. We're talking about Maxwell Chikumbutso, the Zimbabwean inventor who has unveiled what he claims to be a self-powered car. If true, this technology could disrupt the automotive and energy industries forever. How does this car work? Why are engineers in the US so shocked? Let's dive into the full story. Maxwell Chikumbutso is a self-taught Zimbabwean inventor who has gained attention for his unconventional innovations. His company, Seth Technologies, has developed several devices, including a self-sustaining generator and a drone powered by radio frequency (RF) energy. But the invention that has truly shaken the global engineering community is his self-powered electric vehicle. Yes, what makes Chikumbutso's work so fascinating is that he claims to have defied the traditional laws of physics, especially the first and second laws of thermodynamics. Normally, an electric car requires either a battery charged from an external power source or a hydrogen-based fuel system. But Chikumbutso's car reportedly generates its own energy while in motion, eliminating the need for external charging altogether. According to Maxwell Chikumbutso, his car uses a special form of electromagnetic energy conversion. He claims that his technology, known as microsonic energy, harnesses radio frequencies from the surrounding environment and converts them into usable electric power to sustain the vehicle indefinitely. Now, this is where US engineers are completely baffled. In conventional physics, the idea of extracting sufficient energy from ambient radio waves to power a vehicle indefinitely is unheard of. While we do have energy harvesting technologies that collect small amounts of power from Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and radio signals, the amount of energy generated is nowhere near enough to sustain a full-sized electric vehicle. So, for Chikumbutso's claims to be true, he must have discovered an unprecedented method of energy conversion. As you can imagine, Chikumbutso's announcement sparked immediate reactions from engineers and scientists across the world. Many have expressed skepticism, but others are cautiously intrigued. Absolutely. When I first heard about this claim, my initial reaction was skepticism. The idea of a self-powered car almost sounds like a perpetual motion machine, which would violate the fundamental principles of thermodynamics. However, I also understand that breakthroughs often challenge established scientific norms. If Chikumbutso's technology is genuine, it could represent a major paradigm shift. That's an interesting point. Some US engineers have even traveled to Zimbabwe to witness the car firsthand. Reports suggest that demonstrations were conducted, and some engineers admitted they couldn't immediately explain how the car was operating. Yes, and that's why this has become such a hot topic. If engineers who have spent years studying energy systems can't easily debunk the technology, then it suggests that something unusual is happening. The challenge now is to get Chikumbutso's technology independently tested under controlled conditions. Let's talk about the science behind this. Why are most scientists and engineers struggling to accept this? The biggest challenge is that Chikumbutso's claims contradict what we currently know about energy conservation. For example, energy cannot be created out of nothing. It has to come from somewhere. Traditional electric cars require external charging because batteries need a source of energy to store and later release power. Chikumbutso's self-powered car implies that it is continuously receiving and converting energy at a rate that sustains movement, which, if true, would be revolutionary. Another key concern is the lack of transparent data. In engineering, we rely on peer-reviewed studies and independently verified tests to confirm the viability of any new technology. Right now, Chikumbutso has not published detailed schematics or scientific papers explaining how his energy harvesting mechanism works. Until we see the numbers, engineers will remain skeptical. If this technology turns out to be legitimate, what could it mean for the world? If Maxwell Chikumbutso's self-powered car is real and can be mass-produced, it would completely revolutionize transportation. Imagine a world where cars no longer need charging stations or gasoline. The economic and environmental impact would be enormous. Oil-dependent economies would be disrupted, and the push for clean energy solutions would accelerate. We'd also see a shift in the way vehicles are designed, with more focus on sustainable mobility. That's right. Right now, the EV industry is heavily reliant on lithium-ion batteries, which require mining of rare earth materials. If a self-sustaining energy system is possible, it could eliminate our dependence on battery production, making electric vehicles more affordable and sustainable in the long run. So, what's next for Maxwell Chikumbutso and his invention? Will we see mainstream adoption, or will this remain a controversial claim? Well, the first step is for independent verification. If Chikumbutso is confident in his technology, he needs to allow reputable scientific organizations to conduct rigorous testing. If the technology holds up under scrutiny, it will gain credibility, and we may see partnerships with major automotive companies. If not, then it may be dismissed as another unverified energy claim. I agree. Many groundbreaking technologies have faced skepticism initially, but those that stood the test of scientific validation became mainstream. The key is transparency. Without full disclosure and peer-reviewed testing, this technology will remain in the realm of speculation. This has been an eye-opening discussion. Whether Maxwell Chikumbutso's self-powered car is the real deal or not, it has certainly sparked an important conversation about the future of energy and transportation. As more engineers and scientists investigate these claims, we'll be watching closely to see what unfolds. Absolutely. If proven, this could be one of the greatest technological breakthroughs of our time. But extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence, and that's what we need next. Thank you to all our guests and to our audience for joining us. Be sure to stay tuned for updates as we continue to explore this fascinating story. If you enjoyed this discussion, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Until next time.